my next video, I thought I'd go ahead and do one on the whole Tango Gameworks situation. And the article reads, after Microsoft shut it down, Hi-Fi Rush developer Tango Gameworks revived by South Korean publisher Krafton. This article is dated August 12th. 2024, and it is done by John F. Trent. I will wait to give my commentary after I finish reading. 3 months after Microsoft shut down Hi-Fi Rush developer Tango Gameworks, South Korean publisher Krafton has acquired the Japanese studio and announced plans to continue the Hi-Fi Rush IP. On May 7th, the official Tango Gameworks account announced the studio would be shutting down. It wrote on X, today it was announced that Tango Gameworks will close. Thank you to everyone that explored the worlds we created. Hi-Fi Rush, along with Tango's previous titles that will remain available and playable everywhere they are today. The announcement was made alongside Microsoft shutting down Arcane Austin and the studio behind Redfall, and mobile game developer Alpha Dog Games. It also merged Roundhouse Studio into the Elder Scrolls Online developers and a Max Online studio. In an email obtained by IGN's Wesleyan Pool, Xbox Game Studios' Matt Booty explained the closure and layoffs. These changes are grounded in prioritizing high-impact titles and further investing in Bethesda's portfolio and blockbuster games and beloved worlds which you have nurtured over many decades. He added to double down on these franchises and to invest to build new ones requires us to look across the business to identify the opportunities that are best positioned for success. This reprioritization of titles and resources means a few teams will be realigned to others and that some of our colleagues will be leaving us. After going over the closures, Booty stated, with this consolidation of our Bethesda Studios teams so that we can invest more deeply in our portfolio of games and new IP. A smaller number of roles across select Bethesda publishing and corporate teams will also be eliminated. He went on to note, these changes are not a reflection of the creativity and skill of the talented individuals in these teams or the risks they took to try new things. I acknowledge that these changes are also disruptive to the various support teams across ZeniMax and Bethesda that bring our games to market. We are making these tough decisions to create capacity to increase investment and in other parts of our portfolio and focus on our priority games. At the time the closure, Tango Gameworks was surprising, giving Xbox Games Marketing Vice President at Microsoft Aaron Greenberg had asserted in April that the game was a breakout hit for us and our players and all key measurements and expectations. We couldn't be happier with what the team at Tango Gameworks delivered with this surprise release. Now, according to a press release from South Korean publisher, it purchased Tango Gameworks and welcomed the talented people at Tango Gameworks to their team, marketing an exciting moment in the company's global expansion and its first significant investment in the Japanese video game market. The company added, strategic move will include the rights to Tango Gameworks' acclaimed IP, Hi-Fi Rush. Furthermore, the press release added, as part of this strategic agreement, Krafton intends to collaborate with Xbox and ZeniMax to ensure a smooth transition and maintain continuity at Tango Gameworks, allowing the talented team to continue developing the Hi-Fi Rush IP and explore future projects. Krafton intends to support the Tango Gameworks team to continue its commitment to innovation and delivering fresh and exciting experiences for fans. There will be no impact on the existing games catalog of The Evil Within, Evil Within 2, Ghostwire Tokyo, and the original Hi-Fi Rush games. For these unfamiliar with Krafton, it has published Terra, PUBG Battlegrounds, New State Mobile, The Callisto Protocol, and Moonbreaker. The company owns Bluehole Studio, PUBG Studios, Striking Distance Studios, Unknown Worlds, Neon Giant, and more. What do you make of Krafton purchasing Tango Gameworks? I'm just going to go ahead and say this here. I am very glad that Tango was able to stay open and continue their work. They are a very talented studio, and I will say I'm glad that Krafton was able to buy them and not let Microsoft just shut them down for no reason. That's one thing that really still puzzles me, is why in the world did Microsoft shut down Tango? I don't think we'll ever know. It was probably just a stupid decision from one of the higher ups at Microsoft. Out of the big three, Microsoft, in my personal opinion, is the worst. They don't know how to handle their IPs properly. They don't know how to handle their studios properly. And they don't know how to market things properly. For the most part, they've had some good marketing here and there. And they do have some good showcases. They had a better showcase than Sony did this year. But in my personal opinion, Nintendo had a better direct just because I'm biased towards Metroid Prime 3. But that's just me. The reason I say Microsoft is the worst out of the big three is because Microsoft has been letting 343 destroy their most important IP, which is Halo. Halo is on its last legs. If Microsoft doesn't do something, Halo is done and cooked. It is a very much damaged IP, and you can thank all of that to 343. I don't know how Microsoft has not closed 343 and handed Halo to someone else. Because evidently, with all the stuff that has come out about 343, they are a horrible company. They do not deserve to work on Halo anymore. They should be shut down. They have made 3 games in a row, and all of them terrible. They botched the release of the Master Chief Collection horrendously, and it took years for that thing to get fixed where it's actually playable. And plus, with how 343 has treated the past Bungie developers, we can't forget about that. But Microsoft will let them continue working on Halo and let them stay operational. Makes no sense to me. Anyway, that's all my thoughts on this. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this whole development with Tango. And again, I'm very glad that Tango is able to stay open and found a new home in Crafton. Anyway, this has been Ryder. I'm out.